This is a live channels television event.
Hello and welcome to today's proceedings as we cover and continue our coverage of the ministerial screening here in the Senate. I'm Lanre Lasisi and I'd like to welcome you. Also with me is Linda.
Well, day two of the ministerial screening. The way it appears, it might end up extending it to day 4. Well, we'll just wait and see.
We're not sure yet because we understand that the Senate has made up its mind to conclude the screening hopefully by Thursday. They said they will take into consideration even the new list that was read yesterday with the nominees. 16 nominees are brought in, so that will also be taken. But between yesterday and today, a lot of development has taken place. Linda.
Yeah, right. This morning we had something happened at plenary. President Buhari actually wrote to the Senate President to withdraw the nomination of one of the ministerial nominees from Niger State, Honorable Ahmed Ibeto. But the President didn't give any reason why he withdrew. His nomination has been withdrawn. He just informed the Senate that Honorable Ahmed Ibeto is no longer a ministerial nominee from Niger State. That happened just a few minutes ago.
So that is from the presidency withdrawing one of the nominees. But we can also tell you that 10 nominees are listed to be screened today. But another development happened on the floor, and it appears from 10, there are now 9. Because the committee that screened or looked at the petition against former Governor Rotimi Amechi came up on the floor to explain that the report of that committee is still not ready, which means they can't come to the floor with a recommendation which the Senate will now take before the nominee can face the Senate. So I think that just means he won't be facing the Senate today. His name...
It's possible. The Senate didn't even come out clearly to say, because Mr. Rotimi Amechi's name is listed on the other paper. Yes. He is the last name. So we're not even 100% clear at this point if he'll be screened today. So I think it's just more of a situation of let's watch and see. But his name is listed at number 10 on the order paper as someone who is going to be screened. But today's screening, we're going to begin, the Senate is going to begin the screening with former Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola. Today promises to be maybe a rather interesting screening process. I hope there won't be a lot of take a bow and go.
Well, the take a bow and go can still occur. We have on the list of former senators. Three former senators, yes. And here they will be coming. I think the only observation I have is that from what we were told by the chairman of the Senate Committee on Media, the former senators will come first. Yes. There was supposed to be some sort of understanding to accord them some respect. But that is not being reflected here on the list. So we'll take it one at a time. We can tell you right now that as it is, the chieftains of the party are already walking into the chamber. They're taking their seats. Everything is being put in place to allow them come in. The majority leader of the Senate has already moved the motion that will allow the nominees coming to be screened. So it seems everything is ready right now. We would leave you and take a bow while we move into the Senate chamber to let the Senate President take control of proceedings.
Order, please. Let's settle down quickly, please. Please take your seat quickly. Mr. Chairman, sir, the Committee of the Whole is set.
Thank you, Chief Whip of the Senate. Distinguished colleagues, we have a first ministerial nominee for today, named Babatunde Raji Fashola. So Fashola, we have all received your CV. We'd like you to have a brief introduction of yourself. You don't need to talk at length of what's already in the CV, unless there are areas you want to emphasize on, or there are parts of your CV that has been left out, and we want to bring it to our notice. Over to you.
the President of the Senate, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Senate, leaders of the Senate, distinguished senators, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Babatunde Raji Fashola. I am a legal practitioner, a Nigerian by birth, and a senior advocate of Nigeria. I am 52 years old, and except perhaps to state my name for the record, I don't think that there is anything I could usefully add to my CV. And indeed, all of what may be in my CV is already in the past. But today provides a humbling opportunity to appear before this distinguished House in response to a call to national service from the President of Nigeria, nominating me to serve our country. I present myself today seeking your confirmation and offer my unalloyed support to the government of Nigeria in pursuit of the Nigerian dream and the Nigerian project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues. The nominee, let me start by saying congratulations. No doubt you are quite successful as a governor, but you are sure you are aware that federal level is a different kettle of fish. So I have two questions for you, which I believe you'll be able to deal with. The first is the issue of VAT administration. VAT. Possibly Nigeria has the lowest VAT in the sub-region. As governor of Lagos State, and with the dwindling economic situation in the country, what would be your advice in terms of the level of VAT that should be VAT, value-added tax, that should be charged by the government of Nigeria, and how do you think that that VAT should be appropriately be distributed in view of the provisions of the Constitution? The second is the issue of security challenge. As governor of Lagos State, I'm sure you have sleepless nights on how to manage the security situation. There have been this argument of the decentralization of policing in Nigeria along federal system of government. As a lawyer and a former governor, what would be your suggestion regarding the decentralization or otherwise of the police system in Nigeria vis-a-vis the need to enhance the security situation in the country?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman. My name is Barnabas Gemede. I represent Benue Northeast Senatorial District. Mr. Nominee, former Governor of Lagos State, let me add my voice also to the DSP, congratulating you for your nomination by Mr. President to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are the immediate past governor of Lagos State, one of the most populous states of Nigeria. A large population concentrated in relatively limited space, full of creeks and low-lying levels of land. At the time you became governor, Lagos was regarded probably as one of the most difficult cities to live in Nigeria, and indeed probably in Africa, because of the level of congestion on its highways, and to some extent the relative squalor in many sectors of the city due to poor sanitation and such matters. A little bit in your tenure, people who rushed into Abuja began to make preparations to move back into Lagos. And it was reported that Lagos had become a much better city. And obviously, I believe there's something that you did in that city. Abuja is the image of this nation today. It's beginning to have its own mega city problems. In your own opinion, what do you think you can add to decisions and policies of government that you are going to belong to ensure that Abuja does not get to anything near what Lagos was? And if at all there are problems, what you can do to support the quality of this city as the best image that we expect it to give for this country. Thank you.
Senator Mohammed Ezen Nazir. And then Nazir Bauchi North.